Hey guys, Mr. Fett here. Today's going to be a brand new LEGO set review, and this time it's a LEGO Star Wars set, which is called Boba Fett's Mech. Set number is 75369, has 155 pieces, and is for ages 6 and up. So let's check out the box first. So for the box, here's the front of it, which showcases the set in action. Here's the top of the box, which showcases the actual size of the Boba Fett minifigure. There's the spine, bottom, and the other spine which showcase the profile pic of the Boba Fett mech, and the back of the box which has the background of Tatooine, and the play feature on the stud blaster, but it didn't showcase the play feature on the rocket on Boba Fett's jetpack. And for the instruction manual, which has a total of roughly 87 pages to build. So yeah, and there's advertisement for the other a Star Wars set from the summer wave of last year, and the Lego.com servers, and finally the win ad, which is a little bit kind of boring. So yeah. So now onto the minifigure that was included in this set. So for the minifigure, it's Boba Fett, and this is a completely different version of Boba Fett, since let me showcase the comparison to the one from the Slave One microfighter set, and don't mind the little is a rangefinder accessory, because mine, since these this minifigure didn't have the rangefinder piece, so has use one of the extra pieces and included in the set to make it look complete. But yeah, so the differences between the Boba Fett minifigure from the Boba Fett mech and the Boba Fett minifigure from the Slave One microfighter is the coloring. For the Boba Fett and the Boba Fett mech set, this is more based on the original trilogy version of the character, and he has lots of good details. God damn, this is really impressive for a minifigure that has pretty much always in expensive sets, usually, and has a nice arm printing from here and here. Leg printing looks great, and let me showcase the back printing. Okay, there it goes. Here's the back printing, which looks really nice, and put it back together. But and also under the mask is Boba Fett's is our face, which looks completely different than the one from the Slave One microfighter set. Which here's a comparison, since this one looks a little bit younger, while the other looks rather old. And the two Boba Fett's helmets are completely different, since I think this one's a little bit more, has a little battle damage right here, and some of the dent right there, and also there's a little silver painting right there, and on the sides. Well, the Boba Fett helmet and the Slave One microfighter set didn't have silver painting, but I think there's there's almost have a little dent on his helmet right there. But yeah, and also the coloring on the side of the helmet is completely different. If you clearly see it right there. In the backs, it's kind of the same, but yeah, pretty much completely different. So yeah, and yeah, I feel like the Boba Fett minifigure from the Boba Fett mech set is pretty much the clear winner. Well, the Boba Fett minifigure from the Slave One microfighter is still good, but yeah, it's just a little on the side. So yeah, pretty fantastic minifigure. Since he usually comes with an expensive sets, and one of the more highly desired minifigures. But at least it's kind of a cheap way to get him. The original trilogy version of him, since the Book of Boba Fett version of the character is always usually in mostly just Book of Boba Fett sets. So yeah, that's the Boba Fett minifigure, and a comparison between that and the one from the Slave 1 microfighter set. So now onto the set itself. So here's the mech itself, or set itself. So yeah, it has like this articulations of the other, as usual for the other mech sets. Like you can swivel the feet like this, or move them up and down. You can move the legs. You can move the arms. You can move the fingers like this, and also the other hand. You can move these fingers too, just like the other hand. But here, it has like a Boba Fett's blaster, which I think is like a little more customized, and there's like a lot of interesting details. Like for the mech, like this is like pretty colorful for the mech. There's the Darth Vader one, the Stormtrooper mech, which hopefully I'll get that set someday, and yeah, like there's like interesting details, like the yellow on the arms are kind of the same as the ones from the Boba Fett minifigure, which is pretty interesting. And also there's like little blues like there, even for Boba Fett's jetpack's like always been molded as green, since I think they don't have time to like trying to color it green, so they had to a little bit more make it colorful. And it's an interesting printed piece right there, which is very resembles Boba Fett's armor right there. So yeah, and you can open it up and you can like put Boba Fett there, which it's easy, since you can put it, it's easily slip him in. And also there's like two clip-ons, like from here and here, which you can put Boba Fett's blaster right here. So yeah, and for the two play features, which are rocket launcher, which is a flick for myself. Well, we demonstrated it. Yeah, this has always been the thing, like since like Return of the Jedi, since Boba Fett has always used the rocket launcher out of his jetpack, and the blaster, which is a typical stud shooter, which we demonstrated it. Yeah, like also there's like also the interesting pieces, which the interesting design on the hands are these like two other fire missile pieces, which are actually flamethrowers, which there's no flame pieces, but you can just like kind of pretend to use using the flamethrower to burning down things. So yeah, which is pretty interesting. And yeah, so that's the mech, the Boba Fett mech, and it's so gosh darn colorful, surprisingly, since since the Star Vader one and the Stormtrooper mech set are always usually have like one color, which are mostly like black for Darth Vader and white for Stormtrooper. But for Boba Fett, it's all colorful, like the yellows, the grays, the light grays, the blue, the light blues, the light blue, the dark reds, the brown, the yellows, and all that. So yeah, so clearly Boba Fett's kind of the winner by having the best amount of colors. So yeah. So now onto my final thoughts on this set. So overall, this Star Wars mech is just so damn good, Possibly also by the coloring and the minifigure, like gosh darn, that the minifigure is pretty much very detailed, and I think I like it more than the one from the Slave 1 microfighter set. So yeah. And the play features, Stub Blaster is kind of overused, but that rocket launcher out of his jetpack flick-fire missile play feature, that's pretty cool. And also the interesting pieces, like this printed Boba Fett armor piece, and also these pieces, which I think have been used in like other sets. And yeah, and so is that pretty awesome gun piece. Like this gun build looks really nice, and you can like also you can move like the little this fan, you know, like the scope. Yeah, you can move the scope like whatever direction, but you can always have to aim it, always put it right in this angle, since you know the scopes don't move like that. So yeah, and yeah, so and also ranking on this set, I'll just give it a somewhat an out of 10, you know, like a 9 out of 10, which, you know, this is like a pretty great mech set, you know, possibly even better than the Darth Vader mech, you know, since, you know, this, you know, you can always have like the, you know, have the same old Darth Vader from the, who know, he's like a very common minifigure, but the Boba Fett minifigure, yeah, he's come much a clear winner because, you know, he's very detailed, you know, and his mech armor, and his mech looks really good, you know, like, look how colorful this is, so, yeah, oopsies, just be careful trying to make it stance like this, so, yeah, so, anywho, I just hope you guys, enjoyed this, review of the Boba Fett mech, so, like, and comment this video, and subscribe for more content, so, this is Mr. Fett here, and I hope you have a very good night, so, see ya.